The world is in a weird place today, right? There's this thing with Afghanistan, which I can neither confirm nor deny, right? Not about what's going on in that particular region, but the ongoing war, the pending war. I find it odd that countries would even bother to touch touch this country's soil due to, what would I say, the militia. Some of these things, just leave me on the fence. Just kind of leave me on the fence. I don't know if it's true. I always know that there's an agenda tied to these things. I always know that there's an agenda. It's always an agenda, no matter where you go. Don't nobody talk to you without an agenda, right? There's an agenda to everything. So, let me give an instance. If I walk up to a random person in the grocery store, I could be being polite, but guess what? My agenda in that interaction was to be polite, right? You know what? I feel good today, right? Or that looks like a inviting young man, right? An inviting young lady. Hi, how are you? And I go about my day. There was an agenda, right? My agenda was to be polite to someone that looked inviting. So my point is, there cannot be something that takes place without an agenda. Know that there's pending wars all around the world, right? Particularly this one, for some odd reason, right? On the brink of a quote unquote variant of the C word. The co something word, right? Some of you may know what I'm talking about. My co worker had a video. Now splice those words up. My co-worker made a video. Splice those words up. Right? Co in the V word. I say that because I don't know. I want to be striked. I don't want to be taken down, right? And I don't want that weird notification that you get at the bottom of your video for mentioning it. You know. But yeah, the C word. So and it brings of a new variant. We have that. We have a pending war, or whatever they call it, a attack, right, on troops with bombs. I don't know, man. It just kind of leaves me wondering. That's all. I'm not the one to take on the outlook or the ideologies on from media personalities, neither social media personalities. I think independently. So you know what that means? I have less of a chance of being controlled. Controlled by what, you may say? Mind control? Yeah, that, but not mind control, right? I'm saying that I could think independently. Why? Because I look at everything objectively. I add 1 plus 1. It's supposed to be 2, right? It's supposed to be 2. But somehow we get 3. We get the answer 4 sometimes. We get 0 sometimes. But the answer is 1 plus 1 is 2, right? The answer is 2. I know I'm all over the place. But you got to understand what I'm saying. It's getting crazy out here. It's going to get worse. It's not getting better. For some reason, you guys are in high hope, right? You guys are in high hope about the future of the place we live in. the future of the place we live in, right? I'm sorry, I'm doing something right now, and this is live on my end. Uh, what do you want me to do? Uh, uh, okay. Hopefully, okay. Anywho, just getting the credit card situation of mine sorted out. Anywho, yeah, it's too much going on, guys. It's too much going on. And it's not necessarily about the country. It's about the people in the country and what we're allowing, what the people are allowing. We got warfare going on. We have um, weather modification going on. Storms in diverse places. We're seeing prophecies in full effect, and we're doing stupid crate challenges. We doing shoot 'em and boot 'em up challenges. We're doing dance challenges. You dancing right to your D word, death. Yeah, you know what? Let's dance. Let's dance. Come on, baby. Let's dance. Come on, baby. The world is good. Like, bro, sis, it's a bomb next to you. What are you doing? Why are you dancing? Why are you dancing? You know? Why are you dancing? It's a lot going on out there. It's a lot going on out here. And for some reason, we can't tend or seem to look for the obvious signs in your face. You know why? It makes sense. Most of the population here got the attention span of a shark. Of a shark. You know, they see the meal, they eat it, and then they gone. Right? They attack and then they're gone. They don't take too much thought into what they do. They just do it because they're animals. They're ocean dwelling creatures. You know? Right? I'm sorry, I'm still handling this um credit card situation. It's live, so it makes it organic, right? I'm being completely me. I'm not gonna start cursing yet. Let's see. At your account, let's see. Opted in. Did it not process? I'm sorry, guys. For the 3 people that may see this, I don't know. I got some time on my hands, so I got some time on my hands. Anywho, we have the intention span. I'm of a I don't even know a sloth. Very low. So guess what? You can be distracted by anything. Ooh, Britney Spears. Ooh, Beyonce. Ooh, Jay-Z. Ooh, Crate Challenge. Ooh, new YouTube video. Ooh, I need some money. Ooh, new variant. They're just throwing a million things out at 100,000 miles per hour. And the people that tend to grasp these ideas are not all there. Not all there, I would say. So guess what? Sometimes we can get biblical, Okay, we can get biblical because this ultimately that's what it boiled down to. Okay, blessed are your eyes for they see, and blessed are your ears that they hear. Not everybody is not gonna get what's going on, but you do. So you know what? You can do something about it. What that might be telling a family member. It might be a family member, right? It might be a family member you might want to talk to, relay the information to. It might be the masses by way of media. You know, it might be strangers. You can do something about it. Not that we can change the world because it's too far gone, but guess what? When you let people know these things, you give them a choice. You give them a choice. Right? They get the watered down version of the world, and you give them the hardcore truth. And guess what? They get to pick and choose their battle because they're being introduced to new information as such. They're being introduced to new information by you. So that gives them a choice. And when people have choices, then guess what? It makes you feel less obligated to what happens to them sometimes, depending on the situation, because they're made their choosing. Makes sense, right? It makes sense to me. Sorry, guys. Anywho, that gives them a choice. We were given a choice. Oh my God, it's the creator. He's allowing evil to go on. He's allowing God is. I don't believe it because there's so much evil. Well, he gave you a choice. I don't know if I'll be fond of worshiping a God that don't let me do what I want to do. Even though he instructed us to do the correct thing. Hey, how about you not do a crate challenge? That is my instruction to you. How about you not stand on something that's not stable on the ground and you break your neck or injure yourself? Oh, anywho, look, kind of got off the point there. Getting worked up. But seriously, guys, seriously, in all seriousness, we was instructed on how to keep society operational and fully functional. And I just so happen to ascribe to biblical ideology. It made sense. Why do you want to lay with another woman that belongs to another man? You know that man can kill you for that? I don't want to do that, right? It makes sense. Hey, you know you shouldn't be lying because guess what? When you lie, it leaves room for confusion, right? It makes sense to me. How can you guys throw that out? That's the beautiful thing about creation. It wasn't by force. He gave us a choice. Our destruction comes from our own rudiment, caused by our own choices. Good, bad, nice, evil, good, ill. See, there's a choice, right? Y'all see this. It's coming in full effect. 15 minutes in. We're 15 minutes in. We are 15 minutes in. Right? Full effect. It's coming. Full circle. The world is in the condition it's in due to people's choices, right? Some of us having a little bit more power than the other to influence choices, to propagate choices, to use the agenda towards these choices or sways people's choices through the agenda. You get it? It's coming full circle. Oh, this dude is crazy. He's just talking. Hey guys, this ain't written down. I don't have no bulletproof points. I'm just being led. I'm telling you, and I'm having a conversation with you that you probably think of every day. I know I think of this every day. How can I not? The world is failing in front of me. How can I not say nothing about it? How? How could you not? Right? I hope you're not alone. Could you imagine the conversations, to yourself about what's going on? It's not crazy to talk to yourself, but if anybody's seen you, it will look crazy. I talk to myself sometimes, but it be in the mental, right? Don't do that to me, computer. Yeah, I don't know, kind of just timed out, right? But yeah, that's what's going on. That is what's going on. That is the grand scheme of things at this current point in our lives. I knew something catastrophic would happen to the world, but I didn't think it would be through an instrumentation of disease. I thought it would be through warfare and weather modification, some disaster. But it makes sense. It goes hand in hand with everything that I named. It's always been that. Disease, warfare, and catastrophic global events. That's how they get us. And then guess what? You got all that going on. And then guess what? A lot of us, we driven by media, watching, seeing is believing. They throw a news article of Nas X. Oh, do you see Nas X? R. Kelly. Oh, did you see R. Kelly? What else? Crate Chandler. Ooh, you see that? Billionaire sold his company. Ooh, I want to do it. This is the voice. This is the voice that I imagine people that can't think independently or think at all for themselves. This is the voice that I give them. Excuse my character, guys. Allow my friendly banter, which is slightly offensive. Right? Right? There's a lot going on out there, guys. You better be ready. I'm not saying get up in arms because it's deeper than that, man. We're in a spiritual warfare. We in a spiritual warfare. We got to go back to praying. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Fear? Why should I fear God? Respect him. Fear is just respect. Respect him. How do you respect him? Do what he say. Well, what is that going to do? Well, that's going to allow spiritual intervention for you to be dealt with in a manner that preserve you from the troubles to come for a time being. That's what that's going to do. The only way you guarantee that is, again, serving your maker. Why not? We all have a side to choose and fight on. Most of us, believe it or not, is on the evil side. Even if you're not acknowledging that you're complicit. You're on the evil side by default because you're in the unknown. You're in the unknown. You're on the evil side because you do not know. Ain't that crazy how it is? Yes, that really works. If you violate company policy at any corporation you ever worked for, guess what? Hey, it was a rule book, hey, but I didn't see that in the rule book because I didn't because I did not read the rule book, right? Guess what they're gonna do? Your employer may call you out for it. Or your manager, your supervisor might call you out for it. Your ignorance. Hey, did you know we supposed to do inventory check at 7? No, I did not. We mentioned it in the rule book, but somehow you mentioned it. Gonna have to write you up for that. That was mandatory. You see, even you not knowing puts you on the evil side. Because you're doing things in ignorance. You don't know what you do. You don't know what to look for. The scariest place to be in this world is not know what's going on. To not know what's going on. Seriously. The scariest thing to have going on is to not know. Because you not knowing still inevitably, you are still driven by human emotions. Fear. Sadness. So you not knowing that the world is going to shit. Excuse me. To dung. Cow dung. You not knowing that. And you see your loved one smited in front of you by forces, whatever that may be. I'm being extreme here. Right? That natural emotion that we all driven by, anger, sadness, confusion might hit you. You was in an unknown about the agenda, and it still affects you. Making sense, right? It's terrible to not know what's going on. It's terrible. So again, blessed are your eyes for they see. Blessed are your ears that they hear. And that is closing. That's closing. I am. Who am I? I am. Greg. I am Greg. I am Greg. Subscribe, comment, like, hate, ridicule. I don't care. Somebody got to say it. Introduction. Introduction to interesting discourse. Introduction to interesting discourse. Good or evil. Blessed are your eyes for they see, and blessed are your ears for they hear.